everybody, and welcome back to yet again another Getting to Know the Artist. I'm your host, Wiggles, as y'all may know, and we are here today with Ignis, Spira, and Beanie, baby. And together, they form Intense Spit Persona. How are you fellas doing?
Doing all right.
All right. I am glad to have you guys here.
All right,
Thank you
man.
for taking the time to come hop on the show and hang out with little old me for a little bit and let me pick your brain with some questions. Without any further ado, we're going to jump right in. I'm going to start by saying, everybody, you already know their links to everything that they want you to have is going to be in the description of this video. At the end of it, what links I don't have, I'm going to get from them. Websites for merch, music, whatever they want you to have, you will be able to find. So if you're watching this on the replay right now, it don't hurt to go check that out, come back, save the video, or watch the video and know that you can just go check them out after the fact. If you're watching this on the replay, you guys really matter. That means you came from somewhere, rather word of mouth. Somebody told you seen the video, YouTube put it in front of you, or you're just a fan searching them up, supporting your homies. Y'all matter, and thank you so very much. But without further ado, we're just going to jump right in with the first question and get to know these guys. And the first question is, what is your name? Where was you born and raised, and where do you currently live now?
My real name's Rob. I'm originally from California, and I'm in Ohio now. I've actually lived in 17 states and traveled 29 of them.
Damn. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. I've been waiting for somebody to tell me they lived everywhere, and that's pretty close. A lot of the artists I've interviewed, like, they might have lived in like one or two states pretty much their whole lives. Like, they traveled, but you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of cool. And what about you, Beanie D?
My real name's Don, and I'm from Elmira, New York, and I reside there to this day.
New York, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that's interesting. And how did y'all connect?
I was living out in Elmira originally when we connected. It was back in 2016, 2017. We both got signed to a label called LEE, Lyrically Evolved Entertainment. And he had a show coming up that he wasn't quite prepped for. And I jumped in and got him all set and ready. And then we just started making music. And we loved the sound that we created together.
Hell yeah, that is what's up. Because that's a little bit of a gap. I mean, Ohio, I guess, to New York's what, like 15 hours or something crazy? I don't even know.
From where I'm at right now, I do believe it's only about 15 hours. We used to actually come out here to Ohio too. Like, we did a few shows in Coshocton and stuff like that together. So we traveled from New York to out here. I moved out of New York like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay. I live in Indiana. I'm sure most people probably know that, maybe not. So when you said Ohio, that was interesting. I'm pretty close. Like, I can spit and it almost land in Ohio. I'm like right on the border.
We did a show in it was at the Eclectic Room. It's in Indiana. During the Generation Nightmare Second Leg tour.
Is that like by Fort Wayne or?
I'm trying to remember the town.
I know Fort Wayne has venues. They have Piers, and then there's Carl's Tavern, and then the Black Circle in Indianapolis. Those are the ones that I know close to me that like are well-known venues. Like Ouija plays them, or you know what I'm saying? Like known artists play at.
Yeah, so, it was for Twisted's tour when we did that. It was Generation Nightmare, the Second Leg.
Okay, yeah.
Angola, Indiana.
Angola. Okay, yeah. I've heard of it. I've never been, but I've heard
It's
of
in the
it.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah, everywhere in Indiana is in the middle of nowhere, bro. Yeah, it's Hoosier land, boy. Okay. My next question for you guys is kind of three-part or two-part, however you want to look at it, and it goes as follows: Are you a juggalo? If so, how long have you been down? Or when did you discover yourself? And thirdly, do you consider, and I'm going to say y'all, but you can answer individually, do you consider y'all's self juggalo rappers? Because a lot of people see a box, some people don't see a box. I don't even know if you guys focus on rap, maybe juggalo singers or artists, you know what I'm saying? So just give a little bit of your opinion on that or whatever.
So I could just probably answer the whole thing for that because we are both juggalos. I've been down since 8. He'll have to tell you how long he's been down, but we do rap and we are juggalos, but we don't really make juggalo rap per se. We make rap for everybody, and we include the family in that. So we've got some really gory stuff from the past. So like gore hop, gorecore, horrorcore, all those types of genres, and then we hit on a bunch of different other genres too.
Okay, all right, I like it. You said you were 6,
8.
8. Hell yeah. How old are you now?
I'm about to turn 31.
Okay, I'm 33 and I was 12, so I'm right in the same about length of time of discovery. And what about you, Beanie D? How old was you?
I was actually about 6 years ago, so I was like 28.
Oh, late bloomer. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's not like how long you've been down. It's just when you discover yourself and the passion and everything that comes with it. So I didn't say that to be like, oh, he's no, nothing like that. I just normally everybody I've interviewed, they done been forever. You know, we're old people now. I drank 33 beers. Nice, nice, nice. That's awesome. Let me see. I'm checking some of these comments. Here I am. I told you guys I'd put them up on the stage, and then I'm not even doing what I said I was going to. This is the homie Impede right here. Yeah, this is the homie. He's very supportive. Good dude. He's definitely down as shit. Okay. So then, but okay, so let me backstep just a little on the Juggalo rapper box, if you will. A lot of people say that because then a lot of people like use too many Juggalo references in their songs. Is that something you do, or like is I really there's some Juggalo rappers that I dig, so I don't care. But some older, you know, people of our generation, old heads and older or whatever, they're like, oh, fuck that. Da, da, da. That's just, you know, so I always just like to dig into that question a little bit with the artists and kind of get their raw opinion of Juggalo rappers or, yeah, I don't know, Juggalo musician. I mean, aren't we all just Juggalos? And then if we enjoy doing something or we do something, then you know, but then that's where like the reference is of you got to throw in a hatchet or a fago or something in every line or every other line of your song or, you know, a whoop whoop or something like that or, you know.
We got some songs that are like that. We're working on some more that are like that, but in the general sense, it's everywhere. Like we've even got some R&B tracks and stuff, like tracks with major artists, like including like Snoop Dogg, T-Pain, Lil Wayne, like
Wow.
Gangsta Boo, and then a bunch of underground big artists like ROC, Bones.
Listen, sorry, shout out to this lady right here. I miss her. She don't even like me no more. She's just lurking now. This is a shout out Ruby, aka Cheese House, the one and only, the sweetest. I love you, lady. Even though it's like fuck Wiggles anymore, but I get it. I'm not in your guys' streams all the time either, so it's fair. But everybody, go look up fucking Will Gates and Ruby Cheesehouse. Greatest. Fucking love her. Thanks for stopping in. I haven't seen you in a while. I know life has just been lifing for everybody all across the freaking world, man, and it sucks. Humanity is in shambles. So I just try to deal with what I can in little measurements of. All right, let's just jump to the next question. What inspired you to start making music? What was that switch that made you say, I want to do this. I think I can do it for real, and I'm going to take it seriously?
Honestly, so when I was younger, like I always liked music. It really didn't matter the genre too much. I'd listen to whatever my parents listened to, and I'd try to, sing or whatever. And I'd always get put down, like legitimately always get put down, saying that I couldn't carry a tune, I couldn't stay on rhythm. Yeah, well, I found out I couldn't stay on rhythm because my rhythm was double time. But I just pretty much wanted to prove all of that wrong. And so that's what inspired me to start making music. I ended up writing my first rap when I was 8, and that's entitled Defeating. And there's a free version of that out. And then there's also a version on all major platforms on the Nightmareland EP. And after that, I started doing metal and stuff. I used to play guitar. I got carpal tunnel. I used to play drums, but I got hit by cars because I used to get hit by cars on purpose. I'm not going to lie. So I can't really play nothing no more. So, and then started going back into rap. It was about 2016 and didn't really get much of anywhere till about 2017. And then by 2018, I had officially released something. And that was back when I was no one. Like, that was actually my legitimate rap name. I think Wiggles got cut out. Oh my gosh, his comments.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
So I heard some of your response, and I just asked when you said I think Wiggles got cut out. I'm like, I got a quick question. Can you see me? And I watched you just like, nope. It's my fault. Normally I put my phone on do not disturb. I just had some random call try to come through, and when that happens, it will kick me out of the stream. And that's why I'm glad y'all were still in here just talking, because it allowed me to just kind of like reboot back in. So my apology for that, y'all. That was my fault. Okay. Okay. And I didn't mean to cut you off. You can. I don't know if there was more, or you were, or then. No, yeah, that's dope. That's what I mean. My fault. That was horrible on my part. I should have had that set. What about you, Beanie D?
Started at a young age. My dad used to be a drummer. I started playing the drums in the 2nd grade. So music's been a part of my life for a while. And yeah, I mean, it's always been a part of my life. And I've been writing since about I was 15 when I first started writing. I used to listen to like Wu-Tang and Bone Thugs and all them, NWA, all those guys.
And so, like, but when did what made, like, when did you actually like start taking music like serious and like that like the whole switch of I want to do this and be a singer and actually what I'm saying, like I guess start making
I'd say
tracks
I
and
was
put them
about
out there.
17, putting them out
Yeah,
there. My first
yeah.
track I recorded was I was probably in my maybe earlier mid 20s, but
All right,
I started thinking that I was actually doing it pretty good when I was about 17,
all right.
taking it seriously.
Yeah, there. Um, Cheese has been on my interview before, and she said, "I think you was at your favorite mammal." The question is animal, Smarty, but yeah. Okay, bet. Who do you? And we'll go back up to Ignis. What or who? Ingrid, yeah, dude, it's gonna be so hard for me. I'm sorry.
Inspired. It's like
um,
fire tornado.
right. I might get it by the end and just be regularly saying it. Damn it, now I lost my track. Who do you look up to in the music industry? So, give us somebody like maybe like on the radio, you know what I'm saying? And this is also like dead, alive, past, whatever, current. Maybe give us somebody that's like radio, already made it successful. And I don't know if you inspire from or look up to anybody that's even like, at the top of the underground or whatever, something like that. But yeah, who do you look up to in the music industry?
Well, I mean, when it comes to major artists, usually that's more of like metal and stuff. I mean, I did listen to like Wu-Tang and just a bunch of different rap too. But when I really started looking up to rappers, it was more of underground rappers, like ICP and Twisted. But that's more back then versus now. Like the styles of what I listen to kind of switch up. I still listen to everybody that I've ever listened to, and that list is just huge.
Right, it just keeps growing.
Yeah. But as of right now, it'd be artists like Loke Saint, Illuminati Congo, Rock the Menace, True Sika.
Okay. I dig it. Some of them I'm not sure I know, but I've heard some of those. That's pretty tight. I like to. It always like. Listen, we all love music for music. One way or another, we get something from it. However, when you start making your own music, I always wonder if like it becomes or you feel like it's a competition. But people at that level, like that ain't your competition right now. Your competition, if there even is, you know what I'm saying, a competition, would be people at your level. You know what I'm saying? So it always just interests me who are musicians listening to? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're a musician, so and I like asking that question. So I'll ask you too, Beanie D. You know what I'm saying? Who do you look up to? Who do you listen to in the music industry?
I listen to like Tech Nine, Chris Calico, Strange Music.
Yeah.
Who else? I mean, I used to listen to Eminem a lot back in the day.
Oh shit. No, I'm just kidding. There was some of us.
I kind of got forced to listen to him when I was never really liked him. Can't deny he's got talent. Cannot deny he's got talent. But
listen, even the clowns said they would do a collab if they could right now. That's on it. Like that's it, squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I feel it. I love that you said Tech Nine. Have you listened to that new album? Like the whole album over and over? No, that's me. Sorry, I'm obsessive. I haven't like every Tech Nine album has bangers. You know it does. But I'm not like I like every single song on it. This album, bro, I don't know why, but I can just hit play and let it go through it. And then before I know it, I'm back at the beginning of it,
Nice.
and it's playing again. And then at that point, I might choose like, damn, you listen to a whole album, let's skip some shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with it. It's pretty tight.
I've listened to the
Yeah, hell yeah.
the one song that he's got with Lil Wayne on it. That's the only
Yoda.
one yeah, Yoga. It's the only one
I'm angry like Yoda, all up in my soda. I protect. Yeah, dude, that's it. That's pretty good. Pretty good shit. All right, dope. Okay, so then, what inspired? Who you look up to? The next question, and this one, you guys, somebody can just take lead on it, and somebody can chime in, or you can both. I don't know, say whatever. But it's as a whole towards the group or band. Are there any current projects in the works? What's new? What's going on? You going on tour? You dropping an album? A single about to release? You doing this one-off show? What's going on? What's new?
So right now we are looking for shows. We don't have any booked at the moment, but we are looking for shows to be able to do. We are in the process of a pre-promo on a new track. I'll go ahead and drop the name. It's called Call Me Crazy. And that's going to be dropping next month on the 22nd. And it'll be the first cut off the Originals Volume 2. We also got an instrumental album that's going to be coming out. We've got a few cover songs, metal type cover songs that we're working on. We're also working on Intenseness Volume 2 right now, which is almost at its point of completion. We only got a few more tracks left for that. And that's got major artists on it as well. There's a lot of stuff in works.
Ooh, all right. And by looking for tours, like, so you just need promoters, or you don't? Do you guys have your own little like promoter? Is it just you guys, and then like y'all do everything then, and that's like advertise for yourself, mix, master, produce, or do you have somebody else, or you just outsource for that, or?
So we do outsource for beats right now. We are looking for a full-time producer or adding another producer to our list of producers. But sometimes I make beats, sometimes he makes beats, sometimes we use the other beats. We both do mixing, we both do mastering. Like we pretty much do it all. We are actually looking for a talent booking manager at the moment too.
Okay, so if you're stationed in, I say stationed like you're in the Army, if you're living in Ohio and he's held up in New York, how you guys get, I mean, you just fly there? Like, I guess, without telling me your business, I get that some of that's factored into like, okay, you want us to come, I need paid, da-da-da. But you're saying, what if there was a show in southern Indiana? You guys would just both fly there? You know what I'm saying? Or have you guys ever thought about like moving closer?
I mean, we have, like I said, I used to live out in New York. We're in process of trying to figure out where we're going to go on my half, my wife and I, where we're going to officially go in general. But pretty much if we get booked on a show, we're going to get out there some way.
Right on. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if Indiana's popping like that. I know a couple people that are in, connects with a couple shows. Maybe you can, I'm telling you, y'all get on at Black Circle. That's a pretty dope little venue here in Indiana, over in Indianapolis, which right now, Indy's, it's wildfire over there with the game and crazy stuff. People shooting each other over a sport game. I don't know, stupid. But, and once that settles down,
I'm literally in the worst town in Ohio compared to the entirety of Ohio. So
yeah, right.
Like freaking women killing their own babies and doing worse to them, and people shooting each other out here and everything else. Like just some horrid shit. Like I don't want to speak on some of the worst stuff that's happening. Yeah,
no doubt. Well, maybe I can line you up with somebody. That's another thing. I usually ask it related when I just ask a different question, but it can be thrown in right here with this. So then, when it comes to working with other artists, will you guys work with anybody, or is it like it's only depending on the pay, or you know what I'm saying? What I don't know. Like,
There's
do you
multiple
only?
levels to that. There's multiple levels to that. So we do have a base rate for pay. That's pretty much if we don't know you at all and you're just getting us on your track. If we
Right.
know you and work with you, we'll get on your track. There is a requirement to get on our tracks, and you have to sound good. We'll do the mixing and mastering as long as you sound good.
Right. I just I have usually some artist friends pop in here in these streams, and they seem to ask that question like, "Will you work with other people?" So it seems like a good question to ask. Maybe if they come back through and watch this or whatever, check you out, and it's good to know or whatever.
Most
Um.
definitely.
All right. Next question then is, what's your favorite song that you've made so far, or y'all have made so far, that means something to you for some reason? Not your top song because it's your top song. I mean, if it is your best song, then okay. But you know what I'm saying? No, a song that means something to you for one reason or another that you have made.
So that's probably a tie between 4 different tracks right now. So we have one song called Not Today, which was never officially released. So that's a free track that's up on like Bandcamp. I think it's on Reverb and it might be on SoundCloud. I haven't used those in forever, but it's definitely on Bandcamp. That was one of the first pieces that I was so proud of just in general. And then I made a love song for my wife for our 1 year anniversary called Nothing Sweeter Than You. So that was a whole different style and everything for me. So that's one of them. And then we came out with Anxiety and Empath. And Empath also features Loke Saint. And those 2 tracks are just phenomenal. And even I mean, honestly, it's probably even between 5 because the Call Me Crazy track sounds so good.
Okay. Bet. What about you, man?
Anxiety, definitely.
Yeah. Right on.
Just
Now
because I suffer from it.
I feel it. I feel it. I used to never think or thought, that sounds weird saying it, but like I had anxiety, but sometimes maybe it's just like people anxiety or something. I don't know. Like so like if I'm around a bunch of jugs, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like people, and even like when I go to meet artists, you know what I'm saying? So like Ouija Mac or the clowns, or sorry, my nose is a little stuffed. And I I will catch myself starting to get like, I don't know, real jittery and my heart pounding, even a little sweaty. I almost feel like I'm gonna like get dizzy and pass out a little bit or whatever. And that's only been in like later years. In the beginning, there you go. Like up here, I'm cool. Give me 1,000 people in this live stream right now. I don't give a shit because I'm over here and they're over there, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so I feel it. I don't know that I've listened to that song of y'all's, but now I'm gonna check it out for sure. Uh, Not to confuse with that question though. Um, what is a song? So this person don't know who you guys are whatsoever. Don't know nothing. What's a song you're gonna recommend to them to get them hook onto your music? Is it one of the same ones you mentioned, or is there a different one?
Depends on what kind of person they are and what kind of music they listen to.
Give me something trap rappy. something. I don't know, like not
Almost
mumble rap,
anything from
but
over the line out of control. Then
okay.
almost any
What if
track
they
from the album over the line out of control.
what if they're more like metal rock, even potentially emo?
So potentially emo would probably be more like the heartfelt, not heartfelt, but the emotional type tracks, which would be like Anxiety and Impasse. So now if they want like hard rock and stuff, it'd be some of the stuff that we're coming out with later, but I do have some metal type tracks already that is in our catalog. Slice, Nightmare Land, that one, Nightmare Land metal version is a free track. That one's up on Bandcamp and stuff.
All right, so y'all really do just have a little bit of everything, huh? And like every genre almost or whatever.
Yep.
Hell yeah. And you concede what he says about like, that would be the same thing. It almost just depends on the person, and probably the ones that he said are good answers as well, I would assume.
Yes, I
Okay.
agree with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the next question I have for you guys then is, realistically, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your 5-year game plan? Are you guys gonna be signed? Are you gonna have 12 records out? Are you know what I'm saying? Like, what's that 5-year game plan? Are you gonna be your own label, start your own label, and or what's the goal? If I hit you guys up in 5 years, say what's up, fellas? What's new? You remember when we asked this question? What happened? You know what I'm
So
saying?
we're actually at our 5-year mark, actually
Um,
6-year mark right now. And we've got over 12 releases already. We've got over 150 major release tracks out. So we're pretty much at that point for that. We had a little bit of a break off from some unforeseen circumstances that ended up happening because Over the Line and Out of Control just ended up taking off completely. And then so some stuff happened. We recently just got back together as Intensce Spit Persona officially, and so we're pretty much trying to get right back where we were, and then in 5 years be even further. I own the label that we are on currently. We're in process of swapping out the label because I've got bigger plans with that. So we have our own label for all that.
all right, so there's no intention of wanting to like be signed to somebody else or nothing. Y'all are doing to it independently.
If we were to
Yeah.
sign, it would have to be non-major label, definitely, and we would make the stipulations just about because we
I
don't
got
want to
you.
change anything about ourselves.
Absolutely. I get it. Stay organic, stay real, stay true to what you do. Some people say they sell their soul to be, on a label, or it's a sell out, and sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not. It's what you make of it. For some people, a little 3-year big record deal could really help give them their exposure and yada yada. So it's just all what you make of it. And I love asking these questions. I love talking to people that really are taking themselves seriously in something and like developing, and you always grow in something that you're doing and taking that passionately and seriously or whatever. So it's just a cool.
To add to that, so after Over the Line and Out of Control released, we actually got multiple major labels hitting us up, like Def Jam and Island, and
no, he said, "Nah, get that shit out of here."
Yep, that's immediately what I said. I even put it in a check. New label contract, didn't sign it.
That's dope, man. That you're really doing something then, and that's the acknowledgement and recognition you really just need. Like, if they want me, then I'm doing something right. I don't need you.
Mhm.
You know, or something maybe. That's awesome. It's cool to hear. Uh, okay, so let me flip the script on y'all then. You've been at it for a while, right? Quite some years, individually and then together, and building your craft and yada yada yada. But I'm gonna hit you with, if not music, then what? What do you think you would be doing in life? Do you think it would still be something involved around music? It never would not be music? Would you just be working a 9 to 5? Or do you have another hobby or talent that you're passionate about that ain't on the forefront like the music scene is?
So for me, the music is the main passion and everything. But if I wasn't doing music, I'd be trying to do something with music in general. Because everything that I do and everything that I've learned for the most part from doing music and incorporating it with it, including making like merch items, things like that. Like I just end up doing something similar in that aspect.
Hell yeah.
Me, I'd probably just be an auto mechanic.
Hell yeah, you're crafty with cars?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I'm here to tell you, I ain't that manly man that I can keep the thing going. I can change an alternator, change some oil, change a tire, the little shit. But you ain't got me working on that engine or some intricate computer bullshit. No, thank you. No, that's cool. I applaud that. So, yeah, that's an honest job too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, right on. Those are different answers. That's what I like. Man, I like different within these. That's awesome. Cool shit. What about when you was a kid though? You wanted to be an artist, or maybe you wanted to be a firefighter or an astronaut or a paleontologist? You wanted to be an artist or a singer?
Didn't have an aspiration.
When did that aspiration take effect then? Was it really
so
at...
I actually answered that earlier.
Right.
Because
That was...
I liked music and I was singing songs and things like that, and I was always getting put down for it. So
Okay.
yeah, that
Fair
was
enough.
the whole aspiration.
Right. And well, I don't know where he ran off to. TZ will never... What did you want to be as a kid, Beanie D?
When I was a kid, I used to want to be an Air Force pilot.
Oh, no shit. That's kind of cool, but scary at the same time. But cool, but
Yeah, come to find
terrifying.
out, I'm afraid of heights.
Oh! Yeah! No way. I think it's a little different when you're inside of a device, though, but it's not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a false sense of security, I guess, or whatever. So you won't ride roller coasters or nothing like that?
I used to. Not anymore.
Nah. Okay, so TZ won't...
in an airplane. Because I
Right.
used to be afraid of heights, and when I was...
That's what I'm saying! You're going to travel across country?
But when I was 6 years old, they had the Coast Guard come in to our school and stuff, and I got to be the volunteer that went up in the basket while they were flying.
Oh,
Well,
man.
Scared of heights. I'm not scared of heights no more. But I get
That's crazy. Yeah. That's just it. Once I get to a certain level, I lose that whole your equilibrium, and then I'm like, nope, I'm gonna pass out, and I don't give a fuck if I'm in a harness, and then I'm gonna come to, and then realize why the fuck and where I am and why I passed out. I'm gonna do it again. Like, I have my limits too, but I've been in a helicopter. I'd probably fly on a plane. Not like recently with all the damn plane crashes, no, I don't want to even think about it. But generally speaking, I would probably fly on a plane. Like I ain't tripping about that. Open exposed heights is where if I can like see I'm walking or climbing, that's where no way. But yeah, no, I feel it.
I do the climbing stuff. I have to sit down if I'm on top of the mountain. That's the only way I can look down. Yeah, I get vertigo. I'll fall over.
That's crazy. That'd be so scary. My homie Teasy, I've known this girl for going on 2 years now, a little longer because we've been friends on Facebook and social media. But I fucked around and I answered this question once, and she don't never let me live it down. When Wiggles was 7, he wanted to be a cop, which was short-lived by the time he was aged like 10. So shove it up your pie hole, Teasy. But she's got it in the chat there. But I'm not going to give her the honor of putting it up on the screen. At any rate, no, that's cool. My next question for you guys is, have you played the Gathering of the Juggalos and or been to any? And if so, how many times on both the chords?
I've always wanted to go, never did it. Usually it's life situations for the most part. At this point, I'm usually too busy trying to make music and do everything in life. We've applied for the Gathering multiple times. Never got approved. So,
do you have music videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every year
what about
we get
you?
sent an email letter, so.
This
Me?
I know Jump Steady, Mr. Rob likes music videos. And then I mean you gotta have people. Do you tell your fans like, hey, send us in info at thegatheringofthejuggalos.com? You know what I'm saying? Do you make a flyer? Do you post it out when it's that, like this last 3 months before the gathering? Have you done that, with your fans on all of your socials? Hey, put us up, info at thegatheringofthejuggalos.com, sending an email with our name.
So they, when it came to that, they only did that 1 year.
Listen, every year on Facebook, artists are putting their little, like, promoting themselves is what I'm saying.
I get that portion, but so like it was only 1 year where you could send in submissions like that.
Then why did
from fans, not from artists? You can submit as an artist every year, but it was only that 1 year where you could have fans submit to them.
I sent in emails this last year, well, the year before, and this year specifically, and I got replies. Like, these are good suggestions. And then Rob thought I was an artist that I was trying to promote, which is crazy. I shared that shit on my Facebook. You can find it. I don't know if you guys know who Jason the Sing God is. I'm not trying to promote somebody on your stream per se, but he's kind of cool-ish, you know what I'm saying? And I was voting for him hardcore. And Rob sent me the information that should have went to him about, all right, we need your yada, yada, yada. Can you fill this date, this time? Get back to us. And I didn't know. And I find this email after the fact. And like I don't know. I think it's because I pressed so hard for that guy. Maybe he thought I was the artist then, trying to, get myself on. And I really was just, I vote for people I want to see at the gathering, that's the whole bit. And no, I didn't ever know. So maybe I'm just that annoyance that, because I didn't know that was only supposed to be 1 year. And I see all my homies on Facebook every year if they're artists, put in a picture of their shit with info at the gathering and send it in, telling people to send it in. Like, I think even though it might have been just for 1 year, they really pay attention to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but next year, damn it, even if I don't go, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna start voting for y'all. see if maybe it can happen. You said you tried like a bunch of years, or just a couple,
About
or
4 years in a row at least.
okay. Well, who knows? I guess maybe it goes back to the carnival provides when if the whole not going to the gathering. Last year was my first year. I've been down for 20 years, but my life has been hell for 15 of them. From the age of 16, I lived on my own. And then I found out what it was like to be homeless a few times and yada yada. I don't want to pour me story. I'm just saying life was life in. And only last year, like in the last 7 years, have I found some stability in my life, got some things under control. And then only last year did the cards line up. We landed here in Indiana. Thornville's only an hour and a half from my house or something like that. My homie Shay was coming through from Illinois. He could swoop me up, and there's a bunch of jugs there that were embracing and helping me out with what I may or may not have had or needed or whatever. And things just aligned, and I finally got to go, and it was beautiful. It was crazy. It was the best experience next to my son being born, the best experience of my life, probably, to be real. And yeah, so I don't know. I think everybody should get to go once at least. Beanie, have you been to the gathering, man?
No, man, I haven't.
No.
Haven't had the pleasure.
And they don't make it exactly easy. The price just keeps going up on the tickets. That crap sucks too. But last year it wasn't terrible, and this year it worked out. I had the money, because if it wasn't so I'm sure you guys still have heard though the whole lore of, if you're not ballas or car pass, don't buy tickets on the first night or you'll flood the site and slow it down or blah, 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 whatever. I didn't give no fucks. I had the money, and the night of the drop, when you could get tickets, I got my regular general admission tickets. And a couple months later, I lost my job that I had, and now money's been tight. So, I got a new job, but it's just not as much. But so if it wasn't for me getting my tickets on that night of night one drop, I might not be going this year, but I'm glad I get to go. It's going to be an awesome experience. I'm going to try to get some video of it, but at the same time, I noticed that last year going, I just wanted to enjoy it. I wanted to see it with my eyes. I made my little Wiggles Goes to the Gathering video, but I don't know. I guess if I really was trying, it could have been better, but I had a blast, man. It's an awesome experience. At any rate, let's push on. If you could collaborate with any artist that you have not yet collaborated with, who would you like to collaborate with?
That's a long list.
Okay, give us just a top, a big name, and then maybe the top of the underground, and then maybe somebody on your level or something, if that helps break it down.
There's just too many, though. And it also depends on genres and stuff, too. Because, like I said, listen to a lot of metal. I want to work with, Korn, Slipknot. There's a bunch of them. Friggin' Surge.
Right.
And then, obviously, I want to work with Tech Nine. A bunch of people on Strange. We've already got songs with Stevie Stone. Friggin', there's just so many artists. Pretty much every artist that I've ever listened to, I want to.
That's who you want to get, right? You said, I got to make it happen. Now
that is the goal.
Yeah. No, okay. I'll take it. That's a solid answer. Okay, so how about this one? And I guess I don't know if you have any more specifically, but I assume you probably almost agree with what he said.
Yeah.
Wait, that's what I just asked. Okay. Have you ever, so it's one thing to do features or buy a beat pack or something from somebody. have you met these artists? Some of these artists that you said you've worked with, or have they all been via like feature and then like just communication online or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you actually went to their studio and made a song, or is it just sending in, or you know what I'm saying? Because I tie in the next question is, have you ever met anyone famous to you? And you've worked with obviously famous people, but I don't know if you've ever actually like met them in person or whatever. And I
a lot of
go
our
ahead.
features for like the major features we get through our different producers and stuff. So we haven't gotten to meet like any of the major artists yet. But a lot of the underground artists that we have, we've either spoke to them on Facebook or had met in person.
Okay, so then that question, I elaborate because the question goes as follows: have you ever met anyone famous to you? And like me, I've got to meet Ouija Mac. I've got to meet the clowns in person. Ouija on multiple encounters, and personal encounters. That dude is so loving and embracing. If I don't know, I love Ouija. I don't know how people hate him. But so, and then like Scum at the Gathering and Insane Poetry and Axe and Cartoon Bondurant and King Wicked, and I've met a lot of artists, and each encounter individually is incredible on its own. It's its own like entity and whatnot. But I like to use for my answer to this question, because that I'm so involved with the music scene, that seems kind of redundant. I also met Pauly Shore once. He came to my city. He done stand-up comedy, and that was the fucking shit. So it doesn't have to be a singer. Have you met anyone famous to you?
So I've met quite a few famous people, famous to me, and some, just famous major artists. I used to work for a venue, and so I've met all the guys from like Firehouse, Cinderella, like the whole list of different major artists, mostly rock and metal that I've met. But we've met Gorilla Voltage specifically at one show that we opened up for them during a Twisted tour in Rochester, New York. And then I've met Scum multiple times. The last time I seen him specifically was during Twisted's Green Book tour in Denver at the Roxy.
Oh yeah.
Can't even think right now. There's a lot, just in general.
That's dope. Beanie, what about you, dude? I mean, he said obviously you guys met the Voltrix, but I don't know, maybe you met the president once before you knew this guy or something.
No, man, I haven't had the privilege for that either, dude.
So nobody famous outside of the ones that he said or whatever.
I mean, I met Hillary Clinton.
Really?
That's somebody famous.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's somebody famous. I use the president as just an example. I'm just saying it don't have to be a musician. It can whatever. So no, that's pretty dope. I don't know. Was she a bitch though? Like maybe it wasn't dope. Not all celebrity encounters are great, bro. Some of them are just, we're all fucking human, so we don't all, some people are just, they act, they do their thing, they don't want to be seen, or whatever. I know artists that I want to hang out with, you know what I'm saying? So it just, everybody's different. But yeah, the question just a general question, because look, this is how I look at it. When I first created all these questions, I try to put myself in the mind of like a kid or myself even when I wasn't getting to go to concerts or have VIP experiences. But I always wondered, I wonder if me and my favorite artist have the same favorite color. It's just something small that a fan can hold to their self, and they can say, well, I have that in common, or it's there's no right or wrong answer. It's just this is who you guys are, and I try to find questions that people genuinely, if they just sit back and watch, they'll appreciate it. Like, wow, I didn't know that, or I got to meet them too, or you know what I'm saying. So it's not overly serious, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So with that being said, what is your favorite color?
Between red and green.
Okay, that's crazy. Red and green.
Mine's green.
What about green? My favorite color is red, bro,
Yeah.
and then probably black, and then maybe purple for a third. Them's the
That's
colors.
the exact order. That's the exact
Yeah.
order for me.
Purple.
Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah. That's what's up. Oh yeah. All right. What is your favorite domesticated animal and wild type animal?
Hmm. I don't know.
I'll go first. Here,
Yeah, I
I'll
would
help.
have to
I'll help
say-
spark the create. Oh, there you go. Get it. Get it.
Oh, I would say probably a dog, and then
Okay,
a
that's.
wolf.
Ooh, he's
Or
sticking
an
with the
eagle.
canines, baby. Ooh, there we go. Get creative. An eagle. There. I just learned something about them that I didn't know about. After, I don't know if it's every year or after a certain age, their beak starts to get so curled that they have to break that motherfucker off, and then a new one will grow. And then they bite their hands off, and a new one will grow, and then they're good to go the next year or whatever with a fresh, you know what I'm saying? Because after a while, it will prevent them from being able to eat right, or it'll just curl back into their shit, and their hands can do the same thing. So it literally like refreshes them, and that's their cycle. Eagles are bad motherfuckers, bro. So that's a good answer.
Wow.
I mean, domesticated animal, probably a dog also. That was the first thought that came up, but I'm like, is that my favorite animal? But I don't really 100% have a favorite animal in general, because I really love all animals.
Right.
I'm the kind of guy that can go up to a dog that everybody's like, it's vicious, it'll bite you, and it'll roll over onto its back. Like,
Right. No, that's me.
maybe a lion for the wild animal. I'm a Leo.
Absolutely. Mine is pit bulls, specifically for dog breed. But we got a wolf husky mix back here, and I wouldn't trade her for the world. I like all animals too, man, and different breeds. But if I was like put on spot, specifically pit bulls. For a wild type animal, it's the white tiger, because they're not really supposed to exist, and they'll lure you in because they're beautiful, and they'll fucking kill you. They ain't playing around, bruh. They'll maul your face off. You know what I'm saying? Like, just no. 1 in every 200 Bengal tigers will breed an albinoism tiger. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to exist or whatever in their breed. There ain't a true like white tiger.
So I just seen this the other day though, but how we see tigers as orange.
Yeah.
Do you know what the other animals see them as that are out there with them? They're green. They blend right into the forest.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So they might only smell, hear, and like, I don't know, potentially see their yellow eyes, but
No,
when
that's
it's
green.
too late, them motherfuckers, or no, because yeah, that would be too. That's,
Too.
whoa. That'd be weird. I didn't know that.
I just found that out yesterday, literally.
That's so ironic. That's dope. I learn something new every day. But yeah, I got snakes, I got cats, I got fish. I love the fish hobby. I love nature, and I don't know. humanity at its best. Humans suck. We're a horrible animal, but actual nature and humanity, I love it to death. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's why I'm an
All
animal.
right. Yeah. Right. Uh, what music did your parents listen to, and do you think it affected or had anything to do with the type of music you listen to and make today? And furthermore, do they have a opinion on the music you make right now?
Okay, so the music my parents would listen to, my dad mostly listened to like rock and like light metal, you know, like up to like Metallica, stuff like that, but just the older stuff. And I know that definitely has had an influence on me and a lot of my different styles and everything. And then my stepmom would listen to almost everything. Almost everything. I don't like pop or country, and she would listen to a lot of that. But she'd also listen to rap too. So I
Right.
got all the different influences from everything just about, but it was also limited. And then I broke
Right.
off
Right.
and make I literally had a CD that I had created that had 8 gigs of music on it, and I was able to compact it down onto the disc and make it play.
Wow. Crazy. And then, do your parents support or listen to your music, like your music now, if they're around? Or
My stepmom has listened to a few tracks, mainly off of the Versus the Industry album, and she kind of liked that, but that's about it. My dad probably never has and never will listen to my music.
yeah, yeah. What about you, buddy?
Uh, um, my mom, my dad, they used to listen to rock, country, hip hop, R&B. Um, but I was also raised by my grandparents too, so they listened to a lot of oldies, classic shit.
Okay, that's
But yeah, I mean, all that has definitely had an impact on the way I make music.
yeah. And do any of your parents or I don't know your grandparents listen, support, ever heard one of y'all's songs or anything? Said anything about it?
Nah,
No.
Your mom,
nah.
your
Yeah.
mom,
My mom,
your
You
mom,
yeah,
said,
my mom.
your mom. That's about
oh,
it.
I thought you were
That's
making
all.
a joke, bro.
No,
I thought you were like, your
his
mom.
mom. No, his mom literally has supported us like quite a few times throughout the years, and has listened to
Dude,
songs.
that is what's up. And I can tie kind of part of the next little question real quick into that, and then I have a statement above like that or whatever collectively for that. So real quick, do you guys have any siblings, and do they support your music at all?
So I come from a large combined family. I have 3 biological sisters, um, 2 stepsisters, 2 stepbrothers, uh, a half brother, a step and a half brother, and 2 foster sisters. And
Damn.
I think only one has ever listened to my music. One of my sisters, and she supports every so often, but
Yeah.
Shit. Well, yes, I have siblings. I have brothers, sisters. I have more sisters than I do brothers. Um, they don't really get involved. We don't talk much. So, I mean, my sisters listen to a few things, but I mean, she likes it. I mean, she supports it, I guess.
Right. No. So I asked those questions. The parents one kind of just to see if the directive follows suit. Let me backstep. My mom only listened to country music and like church music. She was a Christian, bro, like trying to Bible thump or whatever, drag you to church when you're kicking and screaming type shit. And the only time I got to listen to my music is if she was trying to stay awake driving home. She'd be like, all right, Sean, you can turn your music on, but it was radio edition. So, you know, it wasn't the real vulgar stuff or whatever. And she never, even though she accepted it, I was in her home when I discovered ICP. 12 years old, my cousin Lindsay came to live with us, and he showed up with his hair spider braided, wearing a great Malenko jersey, bumping Riddle Box, you know what I'm saying, pulling up, and that was it for me, baby. I said, this dude's weird as fuck, I like it. And it was on. The history's the rest, you know what I'm saying? But even today, my mom don't, you know, really like ICP or don't really want me playing it around her Juggalo music. But she's also like, I don't know, she changes. She goes back and forth. Like, she's the type of Christian, oh, you should have smoked weed, and then she'll go smoke some weed with me. Like, oh, Mom, just live your life. Do unto others as you want done to you, as your book says, and leave me alone. But I love her, you know, we made bygones. But my point is, I do not believe that the ones you know closest to you are obligated to listen to or support your music or what you're doing. That's your friends, that's your family, that's the people that's been around you your whole life. They know you, you grow up together. Now, if and when somebody personal to you truly does support your music or whatever you're doing in life, it feels 10 times, you know, better, the tenfold at least. Like, that's incredible. That is awesome. They genuinely connect to whatever you got going on, but I don't feel like they should be obligated to. Like, your friends and family are who are going to maybe get you started, really, maybe not. But like, so when I started YouTube, I shared my videos to those I knew closest, hoping to just get the view to trigger the algorithm in YouTube that some random poor sap got stuck watching my first created video. You know what I'm saying? Like, that little support, whatever. But ultimately, I mean, they're not obligated to, you know, fund your career journey or whatever the case may be. But it's an interesting question. And then I had 13 siblings. Not that we all lived in the same house together. My dad was a hoe and had like 5 different wives and started having babies when he was 13. Like, my oldest sibling was like 50 now, if they were still alive. Rest in peace. But you know what I'm saying? Like, craziness. So I just like that. That's again a relatable thing. The fact that you had an extended family and it wasn't all just, you know what I'm saying? That was cool. That is an interesting fact that somebody may now learn about you or whatever. Like, that's dope. Yeah, I kind of rambled there. I'm bad about that sometimes. At any rate, if you guys met the younger version of yourself, like 12 or 13 years old, what would you tell yourself, if anything, and why?
Start earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
That
absolutely.
Pretty much. If I would have started earlier and not went the route exactly that I did, I probably would have made it a lot farther. But I also wouldn't have had the experiences that I did. So,
right.
But just start earlier. Just get on it and go.
Yeah. Absolutely. What about you, Beanie D? If you met the younger version of yourself, 12 or 13 years old, what would you tell yourself, if anything?
I'd stay focused on what you love and don't let anybody stop you.
There you go. Usually they say if you alter something or whatever, you won't be where you are today. But I don't think there would be anything wrong with some kind of encouraging advice. Like, no, not that one. That's talking about an ex. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some just, you know, chin up, because there's been some dark times. You know, we all face demons in our lives. Some people have it a little worse, a little whatever, whatever. But you know what I'm saying, just that little extra pep when you were really beating yourself down and you didn't deserve it. You know that you didn't deserve it, and you were beating yourself down. That little extra, like, hey, be a little nicer to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody a hug. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, you ain't got to be macho all the time. Something like that. Uh, all right. Uh, okay. And by the way, we're at an hour and 10 minutes. Firstly, let me say thank you. I stole you guys from reality for that long. Normally these last about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We only got, you know, a couple more just straight point questions. I got my little game questions. Those last just 10 minutes or whatever. It's an assortment of either ors. And then I got a random question and a few fill in the blanks. And we'll have you guys out of here. But I want to say I appreciate it. I want to take the time to say those of you that have been watching this whole time and are watching now, I really do appreciate it. I fucking love you guys. And if you haven't already, please smash that like button because it's a small gesture from you, but a big favor to me and the YouTube algorithm. It gets it out there. It gets some new people in here, some new eyes on the artist. You know what I'm saying? It makes the world go round, you know? Scratch my back, I scratch yours. I don't know. I appreciate it, though. But yeah, did the skill come natural or did you have to learn and practice? And what I mean by that is some people, they say, are born with a given talent. You know what I'm saying? And other people have to like really go to school about it, learn, practice, study, repeat, and then they become equally competitive or as good in that thing. Do you think the skill was more of a natural thing or more of a learning curve?
So with me, it was natural for writing 1,000%, and then the metal growling and things like that. That was definitely natural. Starting off with rapping, it was natural, but it was definitely something I also had to develop too. So, like I said, I lived in 17 states, traveled 29 of them. I ended up running away at 15, and I ended up riding a bicycle from California to Arkansas, up through Wyoming, down through Colorado, cut the corner up in New Mexico.
Bro!
And so the entire time I was doing that, I was literally rapping songs that I knew and practicing it, practicing my stamina, getting my deliveries on point, working on speed while riding a bike.
Listen, I don't know if I want to say I'm sorry or applaud you, my guy, because life's life, and I'm sure you probably look at it is in the past and I'm here now, but I'm sorry for your moment, but I applaud you for, you know, your courage, integrity, and fucking physical physique, because I ain't riding a bike across country.
On the highway.
Nope. I've walked miles, bro. Thousands, hundreds and thousands of miles in my 33 years of being alive. I promise you. But just to, all right, I'm going to tell myself I'm hopping on this bike right now. And I went to the next town, me and the homies, you know, for fun, we would do that. But that's 20 miles. Not, I don't even know how many miles you rode that bike. But man, that's crazy.
I mean, I've also walked from New York to Ohio.
Stop!
I did that before I moved to Nevada. It was after when I was getting out of New York. I walked from there to Ohio, and then I got my a plane from there to Nevada. But yeah.
That's crazy. I bet you saw some shit though. You know what I'm saying? Even in bad, there you gotta find the light. There is some light, and in good, there's some nasty. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be having the best of best and there not be something. You know what I'm saying? There's bad where there's good, and there's good where there's bad, and it's what you do with it and your moment of it. And yeah. And what about you? Beanie D, did it come natural or did you have to learn and practice, man?
Definitely practice my delivery and the cadence and everything. But the
Okay.
writing skill, it was there, you know. Um, but yeah, just practice and practice.
Well, see, I've always been told it and check it out, and I know better because I have tried. In this book, in the front of it is a couple songs that nobody's got to hear. Well, one person, because I was gonna have him on the track with me, but then I got fucked over by this dude that was gonna record us, and I ruined my dreams, and I gave it up. No, that was just a little poof. I know I'm not no artist, but my point is, I write poetry. Okay, I have grown up throughout life, and people say, "Well, if you can write poetry, you can be a singer." No, you can't. You can write songs. It's a okay. Correct me. Make it make sense because I'm gonna tear it down
Rap is
until
an
you make it
acronym.
make sense.
Rap is an acronym. It means rhymes and poetry.
Okay. I
So
see,
you
but what
can't.
I'm saying, you
But
still
singing is
it's
a little
the
different.
right. Like to actually turn it into words and I mean, it is words and rhymes that rhyme, but it is not. Listen, you know as well as I do. Take any poem and just try to sing it. If word placement is not in the correct spot and you're not thinking ahead of time when doing that, it's not that. I mean, maybe I don't know. I can't. I'm just admitting I'm tapping. Okay, that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's exactly the same as writing poetry because I can write you a poem that make you cry. You know what I'm saying? But I'd sing a song that I thought made you cry and you'd cried of laughter because you died. Some shit, bro. You know, I'm being real. So and it's just not for everybody. So I applaud artists that really do it and can do it and take it seriously. I get lucky, bro. When I'm singing somebody else's shit, I can get pretty close to some songs and put my own little spin of my voice on it. And I think I sound decent. But I know I'm not, you know, I didn't create that song. I didn't go through that struggle or whatever. I mean, you can relate. That's what music is. You relate to it and yada yada. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just honest about it within that. But no, that's what's up. The next question I have for you, well, the last actual big question, or so to speak, is it's kind of three-part, and I've said it 136 times, and I probably won't change it. I said I need to change how it's worded because it just comes out weird, but it makes sense. It's a good question. So, with that said, who or what came up with, inspired your stage name or your band name, Intensce Spit Persona? Okay, how did that come about? Along with, I don't know, you said this ain't your real name, and I don't think that's your real name. So how did those come about? And then, do you guys have a logo that is identifiably yours, no matter if it's on a hat, a shirt, a CD, a fucking car, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And how did you come up with it, or who or whatever came up with that? So, yeah.
So for
I don't know. Whoever wants to take the lead on that's what I mean. It's a real just blah, but it, you know.
So for Intensce Spit Persona, so the label is actually Ignis Productions. So I was just kind of like, you know, starting somewhere, ISP. And then we were just thinking about our sound from there and what we created. And it just came out Intensce Spit. And then we both came up with Persona. And that also kind of came with, I was wearing a mask at that time.
Okay.
So there's where that came from. Ignis Spira is actually my spirit name. I used to go by NOONE, and you can't really find my music up anywhere anymore because that all got taken down and everything. But it used to be NOONE. But like even after registering a business and everything, like having to Google my business page, no, you look up NOONE and all you see is Alicia Keys. So I eventually changed it.
Oh man, bro.
We'll
I
go
hear it
ahead
in
and
my
let Beanie
head.
D go with his part. I'm gonna pull up at least the current logo.
All right. Beanie D. How'd you come up with Beanie D? What's that?
Um, I used to go by the name Manic, and uh, a few years ago, I kind of had a mental breakdown or something like that, and I was in the ICU a couple times. Um, but I wanted to change. It wasn't who I was anymore. So I was like, well, I mean, I wear beanies. I like beanies, and my name's Don, so D, Beanie D, and that's how I came up with that.
Hey, dude, I'm with it. I usually like rock beanies so hard, but since having dreads and stuff, like so in the winter, I can't wait for it. But beanies are notorious for being good and bad. So like it helps your mature process happen quicker. Something about the cotton and the fiber usually on them, and it just being all. But it then you're separating a lot and stuff like that. So in the summer, I try my best not to wear beanies now. Plus, it's hot on top of it or whatever. But dude, my whole life, I'm a hat guy. Like I just
Yeah.
love hats and beanies. I love to find that perfect beanie with a bill in it, and it's looking all slick and like
Oh yeah,
I love that shit, bro. So I can relate with you on beanie, but my name ain't. Yeah. So nah,
When,
that
when,
works. I get it. Hell yeah.
when you got
And
dreads,
you,
it's better to wear a toboggan.
yeah. I got some, dude. I like this thing right here. I found. It's got a hole in the top for my when I put them in a ponytail and put them through it, or just I can leave them drop down over it or whatever. So yeah, I definitely love
sweet.
it. The long style beanies and stuff. ISP. Okay. And what is that? A ring or just a halo
It's
type bit?
it's a halo, but it's a spiked halo.
All right. All right. And that's your logo y'all had for a while, or that's just the most
That's
current
the
and what you're rocking with now?
Yeah, that's the most current logo. That one officially about 6 months now.
And then do you guys have merch then? You got a website or do you individually, directly, or I mean, do merch at all or no?
So
Outside of
um,
CDs or songs or
so we do have CDs, physical CDs, and stuff for every album. We do have some merch up. It's older lines of merch. It's on our link tree. I'm currently working on a new line of merch. I just did the actual image for it and everything. We're looking to put together a pre-order for that for shirts and hats. We've had a bunch of different other merch. I still have some of the old merch, but it's in New York. So
nice.
definitely working on getting some more merch. Looking at next week or the week after to start a pre-order on some shirts and hats.
This dude right here, shout out Wrath of God. I need to get with you, dude. It ain't even
That is
like
that's a
disrespect.
familiar name.
Yeah, he's always kicking it on Swill's edition. I don't know if you know who Swilly is. If you don't, you're fucking up. Cause Swill as a person, an individual, as a homie, is a cool ass dude. Um
I've heard of Swill.
I Yeah. Our encounter of meeting, like he trolled me hard for like, I don't know, 6 months probably before my first gathering. Just trolling me so hard. It was crazy. And then we met at the gathering and it was just like bam with family, you know. It was incredible. Let's go, Wiggles. Yeah, for sure. I'm slacking. Look, people need to get a hold of me. I can't say I have no condition aside from being stoned and absent-minded. And I mean, I was diagnosed ADHD, and that was the attention deficit whatever disorder one. So like I get scatterbrained sometimes, and I'm just like, if you're not in my face and like hey, and that's where, you know what I'm saying? Like reminding me like, hey, okay, so I got this date and I try. And that's why I put my posts on social media. You got to comment on my shit. And that's not me begging for fucking engagement. That's me saying, do you want me to remember that we talked about you coming on my show? Comment. Because every chance that I have a day off, I'm trying to run one of these interviews. I'll post on my Facebook with my little flyer thing. You know, da 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 da. Have 3 songs or more. Da 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 with the little thing, and like I just wait for somebody to like comment, and I'll try to even go in my messages, and I have a lot of messages from different people too. So then I literally have to search my messages, and I don't know if this is just me like this, but I'll literally like conversation like interview. I'll type that into the search bar of your messages on chat, and then it'll pull up any conversation that I, you know what I'm saying, ever type the word interview because I'm fucked up in the head, bro. So please don't ever take it personal. If you're watching this, or if I, you know, if I stalled on y'all, it wasn't personal. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up in the head.
I
You know
got
what I'm saying? But
ADHD too, but
you know,
attention directed to a higher dimension.
there you go. And I have some other shit over here going on. So yeah, just Wrath. And I see you in Swill's stream all the time, just freestyling and having a good old time. We definitely need to get you up here, homie. Uh, but all right, so those were those. I actually do have one more question. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna ask. Man, we're right at that 1:30. But like I said, these game questions just go quick. They're just short answers or whatever. My old lady, she was in here earlier, and I love her to death. I was just saying, people who know you the most do not have to support you. They should not. You should not expect them to support you. My old lady typically don't. She likes some ICP songs, but she ain't a juggalo. She don't give a fuck about not in a disrespectful way, but you know what I'm saying? It's not her culture. It's not her lifestyle. But when she can, she's there. One, she takes me to all my concerts and events because I'm a loser that lost my license and need to get them back. And secondly, like, she's in every one of my streams if she can, and she asked this question that I'm about to ask you guys. And she does digital art. She does art for furries. She does commissions. She's not necessarily a furry herself, but that's mainly her main clientele. But at any rate, she asks this question, and she'll come back to my videos sometimes and use it as like a reference if she ain't got nothing going on. All of her commissions are caught up. If you could be an animal or a fictional character like a dragon or a unicorn or whatever, what would you be? Oh, see, and a lot of people will say that.
No,
Yeah.
No, there's actually proof. You look back, like even in older scriptures of the Bible, they reference unicorns. All right, so a unicorn is actually a one-horned rhino. That's what they called them, a unicorn. And dragons are still alive to this
schooled.
day.
Well, listen, for my answer, well, let me elaborate a little bit. Firstly, she drew Ouija Mac as a chibi in a bathtub, like cleaning himself in blood. That dude shared that all over his socials. She drew Penis Dragon for Clockwork E randomly. So my answer, I would be like a gargoyle, like that cartoon, you know, series, because I hate the morning. I hate daytime anyhow. They turn to stone in the day, but at night they come alive. They're active. They're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So I would be some weird ass gargoyle. Or she has used my animal, the tiger. She's drew me as a tiger. She's drew me as a pit bull, half dog, half human type thing. You know what I'm saying? So it just whatever you consider fantasy. So I just kept going. But so yeah, if you could be an animal or a fictional, character, what would you be?
Okay, first one that comes
I honestly
off
don't
would
know.
a fire lion.
Okay, a fire lion.
So That's fiction.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Beanie D.
Probably a phoenix.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I'm with it. Real quick shout out to Pollen. Whoop whoop. The
Whoop, whoop.
homie. People coming in out of nowhere now. Where y'all been? I love you. Love it. Juggalo gamer. That's my homie, boy. That dude. If he wasn't my homie, I'd be scared of him. That motherfucker. Whew. Swear. Mick Wig Splitter. What up? Yeah, y'all up in here now. What's up? You ready for the game questions, chat? Put your answers in the comments too. When I ask these guys these game questions, we're about to start an assortment of either ors. Okay. Whoop whoop. Been writing and working on some dope jug albums. That's where it's at, baby. Just your friendly neighborhood jugga man. Yeah. I love it. Love it. Absolutely. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into the either ors. So, you can either pick one or the other or even substitute an answer. You know what I'm saying? Just a one single answer. If for some reason you don't like one or the other, pick. There's one that I really need to change the question because there's only 3 seasons and I asked something around that. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, so without further ado, we're going to start with Twix or Reese's.
Twix.
Did you answer, Beanie?
He did. He said Twix.
Oh, that was it. I don't know. That one sounded kind of mute.
He said Twix, so.
All right. Yeah. Summer or winter? And that's what I mean. There's obviously fall, which is my favorite season. I don't know why I didn't make it just pick up. What's your favorite season?
Summer.
I like all seasons.
Oh, well, now I'm going to have to be that guy. You got to pick one. What's out of the 3?
I'm trying to. All right, let's say autumn, so it's not too hot, but it's not cold.
Definitely fall. Yeah.
Oh, fall's after autumn. That's a sub-season.
Is it not?
There's 2 seasons to sub-seasons to every season. So there's 8 actual seasons in the cycle. It's autumn and then fall. Autumn is when the leaves turn. Fall is after they fall off.
Whatever. Smart person. I'm gonna go back to my randomness. Day or night? There's only day and night. Until you hit me with something else.
I mean, I'm more of a day person, but I stay up too. So, but I'm more of a day person now. I used to be a night person all the time.
Yeah. I'm like a night owl, okay? Like, I hate mornings. Unless I have to be up early by work or whatever, I'm not getting up. You can count on me not being up until after 11 o'clock. But then I will stay up until 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's my regimen, my happy space or whatever. So, yeah, I definitely pick night.
I usually get up around 6 a.m. and can stay up till like midnight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know about that one, boy.
Yeah, not many people can do the 6-hour cycle. It's almost 0 people that can actually.
I just hate in between. I hate in between, like, catching like energies. So like your second wind, like you're exhausting out, and then that like dragging. But then once you catch your second energy, you're good. And then like, dude, I live on Monster. Like, I bet my body is made up of a percentage of this stuff. I swear, like crazy.
Should try some yerba mate.
See, I've heard so many. Is that tea?
Yeah, that's actually tea. It's more potent than a cup of coffee, and because it's actually clean energy, you'll probably be wired. Yeah.
See, that's what I've heard. Katie Mack be telling me that. I've heard a lot of homies tell me that.
So I used to work at Tesla,
But is it expensive?
I mean, if you buy it in the can, it's only about $3-4, but you can buy the tea itself for like $20 a kilo. So it's pretty cheap, pretty easy to make. But when I worked at Tesla, there was this girl there. She would drink 3 to 4 tall boys every night to get through her 12-hour shift. I gave her 1 16-ounce can of the Yachak brand, and she was sipping it all night and had too much energy. Too much.
Damn.
Yeah, she couldn't handle herself.
I'm gonna have to look it up, man. Cause nah, dude, I'll drink 4 or 5 monsters in a day, every day for the last I don't know how many years, to be honest. And I don't drink a whole lot of water. Or, I mean, I'll drink tea when I have it, or soda, and other bad shit. I'm not like the healthiest person, and yeah, I mean, if there was a better alternative that would work, then I would definitely try it if I could afford it. So, yeah.
I get that.
Okay, truck or car?
Car.
Definitely.
Yeah, see, I always like the truck idea because you can earn $1, and a lot of people but trucks cost gas money. Well, all vehicles cost gas money and don't do nothing for free. So, I mean, if you're gonna help somebody move, you got to compensate that gas. If you want to be free, don't charge them for your physical help of lifting or whatever you're hauling, but you got to get that gas money compensation. You know what I'm saying? But typically, you can always earn $1 with a truck. And in my life, I'm always moving and some shit or whatever, so a truck seems to make sense. I can appreciate the convenience of a car and the efficiency of a car, and if you ain't got a whole lot, how do you like DoorDash or something?
You can do any of those things. You could do ride shares or anything like that. You can make off your car. You can have your car rented out to people.
That's crazy. I wouldn't let nobody have my car on no rent out thing. But I mean,
you get the car just to rent it out to them, and then you have a business and everything. So, but
right,
Toro does that for you, so you can make $300 a pop pretty easy.
Right. Okay, now I don't know that. I never thought about that. I just know like DoorDash or whatever. You can do that with a truck. I mean, you can
Lyft, all the different ones.
Listen, when I put that question in there, you know what I was thinking? You're an artist and you're hauling equipment. So I just assume it'd be a pain in a car is all. Maybe an SUV, a happy medium, or you know what I'm saying? But so that's kind of the thought process on that one, honestly, or whatever. But just for luxury or what you enjoy, I dig it. I can.
You can ask him though. I have full live sound system. And I put it in my car and moved it around.
Damn. Okay. Bet. Okay. So you're taking your sweetheart out on a date. Are you going for a movie night or are you going roller skating?
We're going out to the woods to watch the stars.
Ooh. All right. I don't know that my old lady would appreciate that, but I shit. You need a third wheel? I'm coming, homie. Right. What about you, Beanie D? You and the sweetheart, what are y'all doing? Whoever.
We could just go grab a movie.
See, that's what me and my old lady primarily do is the movie. I added roller skating because I used to roller skate all the time. Well, not roller skate, fuck skates, but I'll blade and like freestyle skate around town and shit. I can't really do no tricks, but I'll go skate for hours. And I've recently been wanting to actually just do that. It's beautiful weather, no money to really spend, throw on some blades and just go skate around town. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be all crazy or nothing like that. I'm 33. I'm getting old, but you know what I'm saying? So, but my old lady is not getting on a skating floor, period. Like, it's no. So, yeah. But we usually go to the movies, go out to eat. We might go, go to a lake or the like a state park. I get her hiking. We'll go out in the woods on some trails or stuff like that or whatever. Go to a pet store. That can be a date for us. We look up a random pet store and travel a little bit, and you know what I'm saying? It's all the journey, so
Exactly. It's the time spent. That's the main
right.
thing.
Absolutely. All right, pizza? Oh, y'all are from New York. Ooh, pizza or pasta?
It depends on what kind of pizza is. It kind
Pizza.
of depends on the pasta, but if you get some New York pizza, especially some of the ones that we've had out there, pizza.
Yeah, I ain't never had a New York pizza. I've had a
Pizza for me.
Chicago style deep dish.
We were in Geneva. We were opening up for ABK. This was before we became Intensce Spit Persona officially, but we were opening for ABK, and we went to the pizza joint that was right across the street, and they're like, it's $5 a slice. I'm like, whatever, give me 2 slices, because you're thinking, pizza slice like that. No, this fucking slice was like this. So I couldn't finish it before I had to go in.
Oh my god!
Like I didn't have enough time to finish it.
That is awesome. That's a huge ass pizza.
It was like a whole pizza, like legitimately, like a large pizza.
Like, all right, now I need the pizza cutter to cut these into squares, you bastard. That's awesome, though. That's what's up. Yeah, I don't know what I'd pick. I'm with you. Sometimes a good bowl of pasta is beautiful. And I like bread bowls when Domino's were doing them, you know what I'm saying? Those are, But a pizza is, the bread is fulfilling, and then if it's loaded down good, it can be really just hit the spot. So that's why I put them up against each other.
Other place that's in Oregon, it's called Zolo's. It's a custom pizza. You get to choose everything that's on it, and you can make some of the dankest pizzas. If they put that in New York, it would be even better.
Oh man, I could imagine. All right, the next one's for your fans, y'all. Which are you most active on, Facebook or Instagram?
So everything that we post on for the posting portion, it's both of them simultaneously. But for actually going through and searching, probably more on Facebook, especially because I've got 3 Facebooks with like 5,000 friends, 7,000 between the 3 of them. So
Right.
mostly on Facebook for that, but also go on Instagram at least once a day.
What about you, Beanie?
Definitely Facebook. I'm on that all the time.
All right, and then what about TikTok or X, aka old Twitter?
Definitely on TikTok, like almost all the time. We have a Twitter account. I haven't really been doing nothing on it though. Sometimes we post stuff to it, but it kind of gets thrown under. That never really gets promoted and stuff. I mean, it's on our streaming link page and things like that, but we've only got like 3 followers on TikTok.
You gotta promote yourself, man. But if you guys at least promote off of your individual accounts, then I guess it's the same difference, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Like
or maybe you use it to be more private. So
yeah, but our TikTok's at like 1.1K, and then we have to switch Facebooks actually right now. If everybody could. Like, if anybody that's watching follows our old Facebook, please go follow the new one, because Facebook, because I was posting weed, because I was posting pictures of weed, they flagged me and said that I was selling it, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of people reported it. I'm not allowed to do anything on there. I'm not allowed to promote. I'm not allowed to do anything. They shut down my business that was on there, like legitimately. So we had to switch everything out. So and
that's weird. But see, I don't really. Sometimes I'll let some posts slip, but I don't post a whole lot, like showing anything. Like I type posts about, smoking, or you can see me hitting a vape occasionally. Like I don't wear this hat on Facebook in pictures or whatever, which is just an ICP hat, and it happens to have some fucking pot leaves on it or whatever. But like I never think about that stuff. I have been violated once and almost lost my account, but I got lucky. And before I got monetized, I was like in their Facebook jail a lot. Like I had to do a lot, jump through a lot of hoops to become monetized because before I just didn't give a shit. And then when it actually told me, hey, you could become monetized, I'm like, oh, I got to be good.
Yeah. But with that, it was we were doing Bud Day Monday at that time. We do a Weed Wednesday now, but it was Bud Day Monday at that time, and I would just take a picture of a nugget, like a beautiful nugget, tell you what the strain was, ask you what you were smoking.
Right.
And I got hit with I was trying to sell drugs or guns or things like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like
That's so
and I'm like, there's
stupid.
no sales here. Like I'm just talking about what I'm smoking.
Right. Right. All right. Pepsi or Coca-Cola?
Kombucha. I don't drink soda anymore.
Okay. Beanie?
If I had to pick, I'd say Pepsi.
All right. What about if it had to be a Faygo? You don't even drink a Faygo occasionally?
Every once in a while, I still drink a Faygo. I do have my favorites: cotton candy, candy apple, 60/40, a lot of them. Like I've tried so many different Faygos, but it is too sweet for me now. Like I cut a lot of sugar out over the past few years. Like if I go get a cotton candy, I'll share it with my wife, and it'll take us a couple days.
Damn. My go-to is Firework. But cotton candy was my favorite before Firework. I do like the Dreamin' on some ice cream to just drink it. It's not quite the spot for me. I like the candy apple as a treat. And I think flat out, just for orange soda, period, and all brands, Orange Faygo is a solid ass soda, man. Like it wasn't too bad. And maybe it's I drank a lot of it as a kid growing up. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I fuck with some Orange Faygo.
Orange Faygo is good. Who loves orange soda?
Heck yeah!
Loves orange
Yeah.
soda.
What about you, Beanie, for a Faygo?
Either cream or red.
All right,
Those are two
all
good ones.
right.
I actually have
Yeah.
a story about Red Pop. So I was in
Oh
Vegas.
yeah.
I was in Vegas, and this is before Beanie D and I ever met. Like this is way before this. I was going to my first Twisted show. All right, I was living in Utah at the time. We just drove out there. I painted my face and everything. We went to the store, grabbed a Faygo, and I grabbed a Red Pop, and I chugged it. We smoked a blunt, and we went and got a drink, and then we went to the casino, and I started playing on the casino slot machine, and I started just feeling horrible. So I drank a bad Red Pop.
Ooh.
I tried to tell my buddy I wasn't feeling good. By the time he went to go get me water, he gave me the water, and I just everywhere. It looked like there was blood all over me.
Oh no. Yeah. Can you like? After that, was you able to drink another red anything? Like, did it make a?
I knew how to tell the difference at that point. Honestly.
Right. Right.
Look, because I was like, this is a little bit darker.
That's crazy. Yeah, that would suck so bad. All right, pie or cake?
West End, so like that was the hood area. So in Vegas,
Right.
You said
Desserts, pie or cake?
what?
Definitely pie.
You ever had a pie cake?
Stop it. I had some ice cream cake. What the hell is a pie cake?
So the filling's kind of like a cake. So it's similar to like a pumpkin pie, but cake filling. Like consistency. Or like a Trace
Okay.
Nut.
Yeah. Okay.
It's more of
I
a
don't know.
custom thing. It's not like an actual recipe. It's something you make.
Yeah, I've never, but it don't sound terrible. I guess I just ain't heard of it. I'm like, are you playing with me right now? A
No,
pie
like
cake?
I make a lot of stuff. I like baking and cooking and stuff, and I've made a lot of different things. I've even like made flan and just all kinds of different stuff.
Teasy, you gonna make me some pie cake? I need some pie cake, girl.
You got to bring all the ingredients. Tell you, you got to bring all the ingredients.
Yeah, need that.
I don't know what kind of pie cake you want.
Well, you know, me and Nicole might have a slice of that netting pie cake. What's up, girl? What up? Okay. Wait, did you answer, Beanie? You say pie or cake?
He said pie.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
I said pie.
All right. All right. You're forced. You don't have a choice. You got to pick one or the other. You have a gun to your head. Whatever it takes for me to say you have to choose. You either have to make a 3-mile walk in the rain, or you got to make a 5-mile walk in the desert, provided a little water and a couple shade spots so you don't completely dehydrate and die.
I mean, I've done both. I'd take the rain, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd take the rain. I've literally done both.
Ooh-wee. I've done some walking in the rain. I never walked in a desert. I'd probably pick the rain because I don't. Along with the temperatures, like natural effects are there. My dumb ass probably step on a scorpion, a rattlesnake, or something, not even knowing. Like I can't see. It's an ocean. Ah! And then, you know, like fucking crazy.
When I lived in Nevada, we had a freaking scorpion come right into our room.
See,
Yeah.
you're a whole different breed of homie, my guy. Whole different breed of homie.
We had to get
Not
him out of
this
the
guy.
house.
I've gotten bats out of my house, but never a scorpion.
It was either we got him out or we had to call the scorpion exterminator and pay $300 to get one baby scorpion out, which is the worst.
That's crazy. Crazy. All right. And you said rain too. Okay. Mexican food or Chinese food?
Mexican food.
That's a hard one.
Trench it and Tapatio. Trench it and Tapatio. Smother burritos.
That's the two.
I'd have to say Mexican.
That's the two main foods that like we consume outside of having to freaking eat Taco Bell, which I don't call real Mexican or whatever. We got an El Cablo Blanco here, and then the Chinese buffet. Obviously, the Chinese buffet is cheaper, and you can eat until your heart gives out. But you know, in 2 hours, you're just gonna be hungry again. And then obviously Mexican, that's just that shit, boy. And you get a margarita with it, nothing better. That's some good shit.
Now,
but
if you would have said Mexican or Japanese food, I would have picked Japanese food.
See, I don't know how to order Thai. I don't think I've ever actually ate.
Thai's different. Thai's not Japanese. Thai is its own.
Really? What's Japanese is Japanese? It's not. Man, see, that's what I mean. I don't even want to sound.
Thai food is from Taiwan.
Okay, I just thought it was like a Southeast Asian food, is what I thought. I wasn't trying to sound like, I don't know, racist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how to look at their menu and order. Probably. You know what I'm saying? I don't even, at Chinese, I just, for the longest time, go and grab some shit. I like the rat on the stick. I like the little dumpling things. I like some General Tso's chicken. I get a big old helping of mushrooms. Like I can pretty much tell you what I get every time. Like there's just certain things I like and I don't like or whatever. But for the actual, if I like had to look at a menu and order, I'd be screwed at Chinese. At least I know some Mexican words or Spanish words that I could actually make sense of going out to Mexican or whatever. If it was just like you have to order, even though usually in America it's in American. So. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to have some authentic, for that matter, go to Mexico and have some real good Mexican food. But yeah, yeah. Um, okay, surfing or skateboarding?
Oh, that's the same thing though, almost. I like longboarding. It's right in the middle. That's for the surfers. I used to surf, I skateboard, and I longboard.
See, I've never longboarded. Is it
It's
really as easy as a skateboard to maneuver, or is it harder? Or?
so you have to learn how to curve, which comes from surfing. That's the thing. Is as long as you can curve, you're good. And stop if you like.
Yeah.
If you like.
Right.
And like I'm from California, and I used to ride the Humboldt Hills on a longboard. So like you're talking.
Crazy. What about you, Beanie? Surfing or skateboarding?
Skateboarding.
Okay, I've never been to an ocean, so I've never got to surf or an artificial simulator. I've never got to do that neither. I have been on jet skis and pulled behind on boats on big lakes and whatnot or whatever. And when I was younger, I would fool around on a skateboard. I couldn't do no tricks, but I could drop in a half pipe and obviously kind of skate around. I couldn't even so much as do an ollie. Like I could never get the kicking it up and pushing it down or whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I'd rather rollerblade, but it's still a pretty cool question. All right, so that's the game questions, Joe. I got a random question for you and some fill in the blanks, and then y'all have the opportunity to give a shout out to whoever, whatever, and then I have a closing I do every time, and pretty much it never changes. So yeah, I just want to say thank you one more time for hanging out. I've pretty much stole your guys' time for almost 2 hours now, and yeah, I appreciate it. Um, you're given $5,000 cash money, but you have to pick one store and spend it all immediately. This can be a chain food store like Walmart or something local to you, but it has to, in fact, be a store, and you have to spend it all. What are you getting? Where are you going?
Physical store or online?
Yeah, I mean, I like to say if you want an online store, I guess it can be, but physical is better because I'm coming to hang out with you and we're going to the store and you're taking me shopping inside of your head what you need or want. It's not even a need. It doesn't have to be a need. It's just you're giving
We're gonna go to the
$5,000.
mall. We're gonna go to the
There you
mall,
go.
so that way we got multiple options. We can go get some shoes. We can.
Stop, Al. Give me 1 second.
get
It's
the
just
dog
fucking
food.
Abby, stupid. Oh. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy right now for some random ass reason. Give me a second. I'm gonna let these ones out in the hall with the others. Shut up. Come on. She's probably just walking at somebody going by. Go. Go on. Come on. Go help her out. Go be dogs. Go. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. Right at the end. Yeah. So, going to a mall and we're just going on a shopping spree then? Getting a little
Pretty
bit of
much.
everything?
Yeah, get something to eat.
All right.
Get some everything else.
All right. Is there any musical equipment involved in there? Is there anything you're
There's usually a
lacking?
guitar center.
Okay. Yeah.
There's
What about you,
usually
Beanie? Are you going to the mall? Are you going somewhere else?
Nah, probably we got a store called Sound Go Round. It's got a little bit of everything, like guitars,
Okay.
keyboards, drum sets, you know, everything. That's where I'm
Okay.
going.
Pretty much an artist store, a musical. Yeah, that's what's up. You could get a decent little amount for $5,000 there.
Oh yeah.
All
Be able to
right.
get
All
an
right.
electric drum kit, a guitar, a freaking amp, the rest of the stuff to be able to record it. Like,
Yeah, hell yeah, right on. All right. So now I just have to fill in the blanks, and I'm just gonna, it goes as follows. So, my favorite vacation was blank.
My favorite vacation was when I went to Jersey. We went camping in Jersey with my sister and my brother-in-law.
Okay, yeah, just a family get together, whatever, meet up and have a good time.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
so, do you mean like as an adult or in your entire life?
It doesn't matter. Your whole life. Look, man, as a kid, I didn't get to do the vacation. I always went to school and heard kids coming back from summer talking about, we went to Hawaii. No, I once got to, go to Six Flags because we lived by it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do vacation.
Yeah.
So I like to hear other people's vacations. My favorite vacation, I'll give you my answer. My favorite vacation happened last year. I went to the gathering of the Juggalos and had the freaking time of my life with my family, my homies, my friends, the artists that I've been wanting to see. And I'm saying, like, now I've made memories. Don't get it twisted. Don't categorize everything. Just an actual, vacation. If you set a point to go somewhere and do something that you otherwise wouldn't do normally, you'd probably only do once a year. Or, you know what I'm saying? That is a vacation. That moment that I've had somebody tell me their favorite vacation or whatever was, them and their kid literally just going to the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what it is, that's what it is. So, but yeah. So your favorite vacation.
When I was a kid, we did like mostly camping and stuff for vacation. We did go to like Disney World once, but like these days I don't really even vacation. I do business trips. That's my vacation. So doing shows is actually where I get the enjoyment and everything from. So any of the shows would technically be my vacation.
Okay, but here, let me elaborate that just a little bit. I normally don't elaborate this question, but you said you've been to 17 states, right?
Yep.
Was that you or was it him?
I've lived in 17 states. I've traveled 29.
Okay, so what was your favorite one?
They all suck. The grass is
or can you pick?
The grass is never
right,
green.
right.
I lived in most of every worst hood on the 10 worst hoods list in the United States. So, yeah.
Well, I wasn't trying to look at the dark side. I was just saying, like, is there one that stood out differently than the other, for just a different reason, a little fun reason, perhaps? This one was the worst of the worst.
Well, I was just pointing out that, like, the grass is never greener. I mean, right. One place that I did go to while I was on my bicycle journey was Bitter Creek, Wyoming. So I stopped in there. It was a snowstorm. I was in the middle of the storm and everything, and that storm waited for me to leave the next day. They ended up giving me a cabin for the night, fed me, gave me money and everything else. Like, I got the key to that town that night, and then I left out the next day. So that would probably be the closest thing to that.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I just wanted to dig a little bit because that's what I'm saying. I've been to maybe 7 states, and most of it is just passing through, trying to get to one distinctive state from another state. I didn't get to stop at every one and hang out and see a landmark, or you know what I'm saying. We were just traveling type beat or whatever. The only states that I really have gotten to explore, enjoy is Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, and Indiana, and Ohio and Kentucky now. So outside of that, the other states, it was like passing through, headed to Alabama to pick up my kid and drive back to Indiana. So that included Georgia, Mississippi, I know I'm missing something, but you know what I'm saying, a couple other states or whatever. So yeah. At any rate, the next fill in the blank is the bicycle. Sorry, bicycle I had most as a kid was blank.
Mountain bike.
Um, 20-inch. That was a
Okay.
BMX 20-inch.
Yeah. Mine was like the bike that I distinctively remember is like my first purchase bike my mom got type thing was a Huffy Rocket. It was a red one or something. But the bike I probably had most was like a Mongoose or a Next. And I always tried to have the mags and the pegs on it. Not always did I get those things, but I definitely tried to have them. And like me and my friends were the ones doing those Chinese fire drills, like jumping from each other's shoulders to the next person's shoulders to the pegs, from the front pegs to the back pegs, about stupid stuff while going down the road and, you know, dumb, stupid little stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. I used to have this one bike called the Wipeout.
I had a wipeout at once.
I feel like I've heard
I
it.
hardly ride
I just
it,
don't-
but yeah, I had a wipeout too.
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, so the last fill in the blank I have for y'all is the best part, and this is freshwater or saltwater, okay? The best part about going to the beach is blank.
Fishing. Ocean fishing. Shark fishing.
Oh, I've never done that.
Only ones like this big, you know. Shallow. But yeah.
For me, it'd just be, you know, a night on the beach, feet in the sand, getting wet, smoking a blunt.
You're speaking music to my ears, man. Most people I expect, and I have been proven wrong time and time again. I think maybe like one artist might have jokingly said it and then even corrected their answer. I expect, at least if I have men up here to say women in bikinis, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's not that either. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you just said, bro. Being in the moment, you're on that threshold. Your toes in the water, your toes on the sand, and you're taking it all in. I don't care how strong physically you are, how tough. I don't care if you've been shot 85 times and lived to tell the tale. I don't care. You will never be stronger than Mother Nature. You will never. You will never be bigger than her. You can never beat her. You can drown in a teaspoon of water, and you cannot fight a tornado or a tsunami or a hurricane one-on-one. You just can't. You can run and hope. You know what I'm saying? It's humbling. It's grounding. And it's a whole thing for me. And I get that same thing. Like I told you guys, I like to go out on trail walks, and I can even go out in my yard and get grounded to the earth. You know what I'm saying? Take my socks off and go play in the grass a little bit. I don't mean to get all philosophical on y'all. It's just maybe I'm a hippie in that nature or aspect. You know what I'm saying? The sights are great. Me and my old lady both look at the sights. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And that's okay, but it's not that. So I definitely liked your answer, and not that your answer was wrong, because I like to fish too. You know what I'm saying? I like fishing. I like to keep fish. That's still being connected with what's going on there, and just letting your mind escape and listening to the water crash up against the waves while you're watching your pole and burning one. That gets you a little more connected with Mother Earth. And yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. So absolutely. This is the moment where I allow you guys to, you know, give any last minute shout outs, or if you have any last minute questions, statements, or something like that for me, or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna say it again. I need you. You mentioned a link tree earlier, which I think I might have, but if I
Yeah.
don't, send it to me. We're gonna get that in the description of this video after it ends, and I get it all uploaded and tagged and yada yada blah 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 and all that good stuff. That'll be in the description of this video, and you know, thank you for your time and you guys' efforts in it. So yeah.
But
Yeah, thank you too, man. Appreciate it.
In the bio I sent you, I've got the link tree and then the pick your platform. I actually made that site myself. Like I coded it and created that site. The pick your platform.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was trying to take out link tree from being my link thing and created my own site.
Okay, so then that's the code, that's the link you want me to put in the description then?
So you could use both of them. So the pick your platform is just for streaming and socials, whereas the link tree right now is just for merch until I get the merch site done.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Any shout outs or to anybody or anything like that? Or
shout out to everybody that showed up to this.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, yeah. Shout out to any of our fans everywhere and any of y'all that showed up here.
There's 8 people watching right now at the end out of nowhere. They just yeah, I appreciate it. Look, y'all, I close my stream the same way every time. I've done like 136 of these, and that is not going to change. I'm sure the people that know me best that have actually been here for quite a few of them probably are annoyed with it by now, but it'll never change. And I do that by saying, tell somebody you love them, because you don't know who needs to hear that, and it could be you that helps them through that moment. You that can make them like just understand what they're going through. Might not be as big, or you might have an answer that they're overlooking. When I was 19 and homeless, sitting on a bench at the park, didn't nobody think I was homeless. They thought I was just a dirty ass kid, you know what I'm saying, out running the town or whatever. Didn't nobody come up and say, look, I can't give you no money, but I'll listen to you. Do you need somebody to talk to? Do you have something on your mind? Is there any way I can offer some services or direct you when nobody done that shit, you know what I'm saying? So just, there's no need to go around conspicuously hating. I get it. We all got to have a guard and a defense and, you know, protect our own, but there ain't no reason to go around just conspicuously hating somebody. You don't like something or somebody, just move on. Scroll. You ain't got to be an asshole. Go out of your way, you know? So, again, tell somebody you love them. And if you're too macho or that's too weird for you, tell them Wiggles loves them. And tell them where to find me, Dreadlockjuggalo, so I can tell them myself. Because life's too damn short. You know what I'm saying? So I fucking love you guys. I love everybody in this chat. They already know that. Most of these people are regulars. And I love you guys. I mean, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. It's still kind of early. So, you know, go have fun or whatever. And thanks again. I'm going to double check, make sure I got those links to put in the description. And we'll be catching up. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
All righty.